to do the task. There he is. So, gentlemen, let's quickly bring you in on the innovation of it, of the innovation question that we had asked at the end of the segment, the previous segment. Is that the only way out for India and India's problems?
Definitely, yes. Because the magnitude of any issue in India is huge, and especially the population, the length and breadth of the country. We
don't have small problems, right? All the problems are always gigantic.
Huge. Of course, geographically you are big, then the variation in the geography itself, the population, the languages, the religion, and the conditions. So, any problem which you are trying to solve has multifarious solutions and has to have, lots of layers in it.
Yes.
So obviously innovation is the only way, and the innovation which is easy to understand, it's easy to disseminate, and is conceived in such a way which is scalable, replicable all across.
Innovation for the sake of innovation is irrelevant. Innovation has to be relevant. So many a times I see inventors or scientists falling in love with their technology and falling in love with their innovation, which is completely irrelevant. It has no basis whatsoever. If you're solving a problem and it's for the right reasons, the flow of the tide will take you to greater successes.
Yes. Are there a lot of challenges in India surrounding innovation? And if yes, what are they?
Obviously we need to innovate to solve our problems. Obviously we need more than just innovation to solve the problem. And that more than just innovation is actually building a complete solution. It calls for science. I believe it also calls for technology as well as engineering. And I think it also calls for a social system, which is where I think you are alluding to, that you need to have a society which is receptive to innovative ideas. You need to have even governmental policies which allow you to take some chances. And if you put all of that together, that is when you got the solution. I also believe it's a question of mindset. See, we don't realize that we get more energy from the sun in an hour than the humanity consumes in a year. So if we can harness technology to capture that energy, a part of that energy, we have solved the problem. Every problem is solvable by the human ingenuity. And we need solutions on the technology side, and we need solutions on the social side.
And the commercial side as well.
Yeah, but the thing is that the issue, according to me, Ravi, is much, much deeper. It starts with the fact that not every innovator is an entrepreneur, right? Not every innovator actually understands the true potential of his or her idea. Then it is about building a team itself, which understands, and the work culture which exists in India, right? The way education exists in India, the science and technology and the supporting institutions which actually will be able to create a product which is commercializable from the idea stage to taking it across the globe. I think that is where, as a country, we are lacking hugely.
There is something we need to be thinking about, how we start this whole interest in science and interest in our education system, and how we can get people to really think out of the box. We can't have a dabbawala thing happen once in a blue moon. We need to have this happen over and over and over.
But does the education system even encourage any of that? Isn't it just you have to do rote learning, there's 50 people in a class, there's one teacher, get the course done, get them, there's somebody else's problem? Because even now, the pecking order is that science is supposed to be, oh, you're the intelligent ones, and then there's commerce, and then there's art. So which is why you have a lot of peer pressure, people getting into science who would actually be better artists.
Simple thing, if you internalize, you never have to memorize. Nice. Our education system doesn't let you or encourage you to internalize knowledge. And that is where maximum problems actually occur.
We also had Mr. Anupam Kher, who was on his own quest. So let's listen to him and what he has to say about his learnings across that 15-week journey.
I have learned that innovation can come from anywhere. From ideas that were born between brothers who knew that there was a better way to reuse our mounting piles of electronic waste, to a grandson whose grandfather's daunting midnight trek to the fields motivated him, to search for farming automation solutions. The stories and histories behind each innovation have been magnificent and unique. But the one thing these innovations have in common is their passionate pursuit of Shunya. And I have learned that with the power of science and innovation, we can go a long way. We have seen ideas that have harnessed process of biology, ideas that use basic physics, and ideas that rely on principles of engineering. Through innovative thought, these visionaries have used their own personal knowledge and expertise to address a critical challenge. It is this attitude of innovation that we must continue to pursue.
Do you think, I mean, we talk about it, and whenever we talk about our country and the lack of systems, and there's this air of almost hopelessness that comes in. But do you think, looking at the people around you and the generations to come, that need not be like that anymore?
There are islands of excellence and successes, and then there's a vast majority which is probably untouched. And if you ask me personally, I'm unhappy with the ripple effect or the tipping point. If you ask me, are we at the tipping point? We're not at the tipping point, because these islands of success and excellences are so much insulated, in a manner of speaking, that it will take a lot of effort to unleash the systems, the processes, the knowledge, the experiences, so that the rest of the universe benefits from that. And it's not going to be easy, because people are so in such remote areas. Accessing them, making systems viable, and reaching out to them is not going to be an easy task. And to that extent, we'll have to work the hardest for the remaining years of retirement.
There are big problems, big challenges facing the world, facing India. We are going to need to strive, to reach out to those, aspire to those challenges, find a way to solve them. I believe that these are big enough, complex enough, that you require science to do that. You require collaboration to do that. And with the aspiration of Shunya in that framework, with science and collaboration, I think that's a great future. So I feel very optimistic.
So do I.
So thank you, Homi. Thank you. It's been a pleasure, as usual.
It was a lot of fun, and I think both these programs on Shunya, the Quest and the Challenge were wonderful programs.
Well, they really have been, you know, and what emerges clearly from that is there are a few changes required, few tweaks that are required, not just in processes, but also in mindset. So we do have sort of enormous challenges facing us, but there is optimism and there is hope, and on the basis of innovation, that we can change them, not just at the grassroots level, but right through all the way to the top. But yeah, as we said, all the stakeholders need to collaborate. Well, that's all we have from our panelists here, and from me, Gaurav Kapoor, but we still have Mr. Anupam Kher, and it's over to you, sir.
This quest has been a far-reaching one. We have met over 40 companies, 100 passionate innovators, and 45 science-driven ideas. Our search has proven that just as India asserted its scientific and intellectual rigor 1500 years ago when it discovered Shunya, so do we prove our scientific capabilities each and every day. But the search must go on. There is still much more we can do. We will have to work together to ensure that we harness the power of Shunya to solve our greatest challenges. If you have an idea or innovation that you feel should be featured in next season's Quest for Zero, write to us at powerofshunya13@timesgroup.com. And don't forget to tune into Challenge for Zero to meet the young Aryabhats who are advancing India on our quest for Shunya. Thanks to all of you who have tuned in this season. It's me, Anupam Kher, saying goodbye. And remember, stay inspired.
Technology is not about cold metal. It's about giving people access to a healthier life so that they can be there for their loved ones. And technology does not discriminate. It opens its doors to everyone. That's what our advanced cancer diagnostic scanners do every day. For more and more people in India now, technology is hope.
क्या कर रहे हो? बदतमीजी मत करो, पड़ोसी देख लेंगे।
कल शाम बस स्टॉप पे
सोचूंगी, कल फोन करना। अरे बंद करो ये पागलपन, बाबूजी देख लेंगे।
बाबूजी देख लेंगे, पड़ोसी देख लेंगे, देखने दो तो कल बस स्टॉप पे।
क्या बहू इतनी देर कर दी?
माँ वो
हम समझते हैं कि रिश्तों के लिए अपना घर होना कितना जरूरी है, इसीलिए बैंक ऑफ इंडिया लाए हैं आसान होम लोन्स। बैंक ऑफ इंडिया, रिश्तों की जमा पूंजी।
The beautiful and the young are coming out to play. My time to shine. This is my time to shine.
Make an impression. Signature International Fashion Weekend, brought to you by Signature Natural Mineral Water.
To reverse the effects of rain, Weathercoat All Guard exterior paint with silicone that actually pushes water away. Berger Weathercoat All Guard.
Amity Business School faculty have researched and written 700 case studies in the last years bought by leading universities like Harvard and Oxford and organizations like KPMG in 47 countries. Yet another reason why Amity Business School has been ranked among top 10 business schools in India. Yet another achievement by Amity, a leading research and innovation-driven university. Shaw.
लगेगा हैवेल्स एमसीबी आरसीसीबी नहीं लगाया तो
Can't we use magic to get there faster?
At Hitachi, we're inspired by challenging questions. That's why, using our advanced transportation systems and information technologies, we are creating integrated solutions to help cities ease the growing pressure on their transportation networks. Today and tomorrow. Hitachi Social Innovation.
It's our future.
Hitachi, inspire the next.
Every actor's dream.
It's amazing to be a part of a 100 Crore Club.
Every producer's gamble.
Film's value should be 100 crores.
Every musician's challenge. Hundreds have tried, but only few made it.
And that is why you remember these films.
The 100 Crore Club, every Wednesday 8 p.m. Only on Zoom.
Country Club brings you Asia's biggest New Year band.
मैं हूँ राखी सावंत, मैं हूँ पायल रोहातगी, I am Sayali Bhagat, मैं हूँ कृष्णा, मैं हूँ Kashmir Ashra. Come with friends and family. See me dance. मेरे साथ नाचिए, गाइए और धूम मचाइए.
Only with Country Club. Country Club rocks. Become a member today and celebrate the New Year in style.
Fine clothing, Lombard, where real power rests.
Hettich Fittings. Make furniture work beautifully. Hettich Fittings. German quality you can trust.
Hello and welcome to the Capgemini Super Techies Show Season 2. I'm Abhimanyu Radhakrishnan and this is the first international reality TV series for IT professionals to exhibit their tech talent to the world. This year, of course, our season is bigger, it's tougher and it's gone international. We have global companies, global challenges and teams from both India and North America competing for the big prize, 15 lakh rupees up for grabs. Just to give you a quick recap of what's happened, 27 teams were selected after a rigorous elimination process. They've gone into 9 league rounds where they vie for spots in our 3 semi-finals and eventually 3 teams make it to our grand finals. Today, of course, is our last league round on this season with 1 semi-final spot left where a team from today will join Mobicle and the Bay Area Mavericks for a crack at the finals. So without further ado, let's get to our first round. We call it the challenge.
Look around you and chances are you'll see Akzo Nobel's influence. Its paints and coatings can be found everywhere from the Beijing Olympic arenas and Buddh International Circuit in New Delhi to quite possibly the house next door to you. You probably don't realize it, but every day, wherever you go, you're looking at Akzo Nobel's work. A global leader in the fields of decorative paints, performance coatings, and specialty chemicals, Akzo Nobel has a presence in over 80 countries, employing over 50,000 people around the world. In India, the company prides itself as a significant player in the paints industry, catering to B2B clients as well as end consumers.
We are about 2,000 crore revenue in India with about 1,800 employees. We operate out of 75 odd warehouses which service our customers and about 5 manufacturing